right, so let's talk project cars. Now, when I first thought of this idea, my wife actually came up with the suggestion to start acquiring the parts and then I get the vehicle. Now, that works for someone who has a very specific car that they want to build, but because my taste is all over the place, it's going to be pretty difficult for me to nail down. But I do have some parameters and I do want to begin with the end in mind when I'm thinking about this first project. So ultimately, what I want this to be is a street car that I can tinker with on the weekends, hone in my skills, maybe develop some new skills, as well as something I'm going to have fun taking with me to car meets. Now, as far as parameters go, number one, the engine and transmission need to be in decent shape. Obviously, with any used car, you're going to have some dings here and there, but I don't want anything that's catastrophic. Number two, not looking for anything with a ton of frame damage or rust issues. I'd rather not chop anything up or have to deal with that. Number three, I'm also looking for a pretty simple and forgiving platform to work on, something that's pretty beginner friendly. Number four slash five, looking for something that has a ton of parts availability or at least decent parts availability with a lot of community support as well. So something that I can go on to Facebook groups or forums and look up advice and how to's from people that have already done it. Now, I'm not limiting myself to the immediate Houston area either. I'll be willing to take a drive for the right project. So here's what's on my list. First category, we're looking at team pop up. So obviously the NA Miata is going to be right up there at the top. Apparently Miata is always the answer, so we'll see. Right after that, we've got the Porsche 944, which, according to my research, is just an affordable way to get into European cars. After that, we've got the third gen Accord, which to me just looks like a front wheel drive 8.6. If you look at these profiles side by side, it's hard to argue with that. After that, we've got the Mitsubishi Starion slash Chrysler Conquest twins. Literally just looks like a Gundam on wheels, and I think that's pretty cool looking. After that, truck category. So we've got the first gen S10 slash Sonoma twins. These things are pretty cheap and literally everywhere. You can get parts for them all over the place. After that, we've got the Toyota pickup or T100. This predates the Tacoma. Now, the cool thing about these is they're indestructible and they hold their value really well. But unfortunately, to get one in my price range, we're going to have to make some sacrifices. After that, we've got the Isuzu pickup, which is literally a GM truck cosplaying as an import. Next category, we're looking at Hondas. So, second gen CRX or an EG Civic Hatch would be dope. My dad had a CRX when I was a kid, and I had an EG when I was in college, and I just love to get one back. But let me know what y'all think. I'd love to know any recommendations or words of advice. But I'll see you on the next one.